So you are the church of now. You are the leaders of now and of the future, of course. Okay? So, and that should rule you. That should be your passion. And you should always live for that. You should always live for that. Thank you very much. You are listening to the African Catholic Youth Voices, a podcast service of the Pan African Catholic Theology and Pastoral Network. And here with me are young people from Uganda. I have here David, Lucky, and Lucy. And you have been enjoying them. So we are still here. Okay? So, my friend, let's go back and let's go and talk about the Ugandan Martyrs. Okay? Let's talk about the Ugandan Martyrs. It's no longer news or story to the rest of the world that these Ugandan Martyrs were executed for refusing to renounce their religion and their new faith. And the Kabaka Mwanga, the second of Uganda, considered this disobedience and rebellion to his order, and he ordered them to be executed. You know, the youngest among them was about 14 years. I was Sr Titilayo. Now, can you say that this kind of faith still exists among young people in Uganda today? What can you say about this? You can briefly tell us briefly about the Uganda matter and tell us if this kind of faith still exists among you today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sister. The Uganda was blessed with Ugandan Martyrs who refused to renounce their faith, and there were about 22 Catholics and 23 Anglicans in between the years of 1885 and 1887. And among these, there was one lady who stood strongly and joined the rest and refused to denounce her faith. And she's the first martyr to be declared a saint. And that is such a blessing. And we see that they exhibited a strong faith that they couldn't even bow down to their king. Kawaka means a king. That regardless of the worldly king whom people praise and adore by then, used to adore, they couldn't actually bend down to him. And as the youth of today, I could say this faith still exists. But what I could say is it cannot be tested, or it has not been tested, and I don't call for it to be tested. But one, I could give an example. When it comes to homosexuality, in Uganda has just passed a law about homosexuality. And this, the youth have strongly condemned the act of homosexuality, and they are in full support of the law. And this is a true indication that no matter the money the West people are giving, the youth are not ready to live their Christianity. They are not ready to live their customs of getting away with sin and doing what is right. And for this, I could literally say, we still have strong Christians who can stand firm on their faith that God is the only driver. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lucky, for at least for bringing this topic now that there is a law that has been passed against homosexuality in Uganda. That's very interesting, and happy to learn that when others are passing law in support of it, Uganda has passed law against it. So congratulations. And that you have said that young people are in full support of this. This is part of the reasons why you are here. This is to let the whole world know what young people in Uganda are doing, and others can also emulate you and join you in this. Thank you very much. Lucy, you have something to say about
that? Regards to the Ugandan Martyrs, those people had a lot of faith. They were killed for their faith. And I believe we also have Us as the youth, we also have some of us that are actually faith influencers that believe as much as those people believed. The fact that we have youth can take away part of their things and participate in charity visits and participate in doing God's work. Because, as an example, when you're at campus, when you're in school, Saturday is a day to probably go out and socialize. But when you go away with the socializing and come back to church and make sure church is clean, the altar is ready for Mass and Sunday, then that's an indication of strong faith amongst the youth today.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Lucy.
No?
I also key into your idea to say that we should have this strong faith. This faith means that we are doing simple things in just in an extraordinary way. Okay? So doing all these things, there are a lot of things that were canonized because of these little things, even decorating the altar, putting flowers on the altar, cleaning the churches, and all that. So young people in Uganda are also taking this very serious. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. Empress, I'm not sure you have anything to add to that. Okay.
We still have the youth who can do what the Ugandan Martyrs did. That one I am sure.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I know. Let's go back to your cohort now. That you are already embarking on some projects that you want to do for this year 2023. Well, we ask you to just briefly discuss this project with us, and how do you think we can measure this at the end of 2023? Can you discuss with us some of the projects you have in mind or that you are already doing? How do you think that you can measure this, the success of your project at the end of 2023?
Yes, sister, thank you so much. Basing on our question to the Holy Father, the question was about migrants, and we look at these people who are in need. We look at people who need psychological support, psychosocial support. We look at people who will need legal support. We were looking at people who will need to run. These people come from countries maybe where they don't know English, and you know that when you don't know the country that when you don't know the language that the other country is using, it can be a challenge. It can be an issue for you when it comes to accessing justice. So we have a number of projects that we have been thinking about as Uganda, but of course, sister, we have hindrances as well. For example, we have a project of visiting these refugee camps. We provide them with items. We can provide them with food. We can provide them with clothing to just support. To people should know that yes, these are Catholic youth who are going to support the refugees. They are dealing with building bridges, and that is it. For example, we have one that is going to take place at MUBS Makerere University, which is on 10th April, Easter Monday. We have a charity visit where we are visiting them. It is a place called Galilaya, and we are calling upon the youth to donate in this Lent season. You have to donate and support these people, and we make sure that we go on with building bridges. There are very many other projects, sister. As I told you at the beginning, the challenge of Uganda was not only about immigrants. We have other challenges. We have environmental concerns, ecology. We are looking at how we can preserve the environment, and we have a tree planting campaign. The other day in December, we planted over 200 trees with the help of Father Raphael. So this is a project that we also want to keep taking on. also need to keep celebrating refugee days. Refugee days, I think we planned about it in May as well, so that we also come up and support. And these refugees feel that the church is with us. Of course, there are other projects, sister. There are other organizations that are helping. There is a good organization here in Uganda called Refugee Project. It has been championing in helping the youth, but they face an issue. Find that yes, they are providing legal services. You find that these people have counselors. These people are taking them in hospital, but they lack funding and all that. So there are very many projects.
Thank you very much, David, for all these projects enumerations that you are already doing. You know, when you were talking, what came to my mind? Oh, why are you funding this? Why are you getting financial assistance to do this? And I'm happy to hear that there are some organizations that are already assisting you on this. So God bless them, and it's because you are doing good work. If you are not doing good work, nobody will see you, nobody will notice you. So just continue on what you are doing, okay, taking care of the refugees. And I will want to encourage all of you, when you do this task, when you do this charitable work or noble work, take pictures, take videos, send to me, so I can forward this, okay? You can also write. You can write. We publish in our newsletter, okay? So the world must know what you are doing, because if you don't tell your story, somebody will tell the story for you. So you need to project yourself. You need to tell your story. Like the program we are already having or slated for 10th of, of April, take the pictures, take small clips, and then you can write. Who will publish for them, and I know that you will be happy to see that the rest of the world is reading about the young people in Uganda. Thank you very much. And said that you have already planted 200 trees. I've already planted that. We are still looking for more. Yes, we are encouraged by that. Continue on this. Thank you very much for doing this. And I think that the same goes for Lucy and Lucky, because I see you are working together in your country to achieve all these good and laudable projects. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, besides what Mr. Perez has said, especially the charity and planting of trees, as later university cohorts, we realized that we need to get funds, that is, and we started up some projects that would get us quick funds. Let's say on every Saturday, the youth divide themselves up. Those who go for evangelism go, and then others go for car wash project, whereby we collect some funds, which one time will help us and construct us a chapel, because we still pray under some mango tree, and we know that with these small collections, one day will get us to a better place. And then also, we have the slashing around compounds of hostels. So we have our mower, whereby some youth move around hostels and they do the slashing and they get money in return, which will help in the construction of our chapel still as well. And then spiritually, I wouldn't like to speak much about evangelism. And I said it is an alternate thing, whereby if someone went for slashing, next time we go for evangelism, another one will go for, we also have reciting of rosary early morning of Saturdays. So there are a number of projects grouped as economic, which will gain the chapel itself. Then we'll have charity works from what our fellow youth give, and then the religious, where we go and spread the word of God and also give comfort to those who feel desperate.
Great job, guys. You are doing well. Doing well. I'm happy to hear all this. Okay, I'm happy. Okay. Lucy also wants to add to other voice today. Okay, Lucy, we are listening to you.
Yeah, in addition to what David and Lucky have said, as the Makere University Business School Uganda, initiative, what we are trying to do, we're also trying to clean our environment and keep it clean and free from plastic. So at MOOCs, we have a campaign called Keep MOOCs Free from Plastic. So occasionally we move around campus and ensure that all plastic bottles and papers are picked up. And then we are also trying to make sure that every corner next to every eating place, every canteen, there is a dustbin. So just in case someone is listening to this and they can donate dustbins to MOOCs, would be glad, because
Thank you very much. So, this and lucky you have also heard. So we need to team up. Now, I would just like you to ask you one very last question to this team. Yeah, I believe that not all youth in Uganda are in the university. Not all those in universities in BDI. How are you influencing others? How are you influencing them visually, socially, economically, morally, and otherwise? That is one. The other one is this initiative in Africa, BDI in Africa. What do you want your suggestion? How do you think? What do you think to make it more impressive to reach out there? Okay, maybe Lucy, can you start that conversation?
yes, sure. The more we can make this more interesting and more known to the youth that are actually not in university and are even not part of the building initiatives forward, is through discussions like these ones, because when this is put out like that, everyone who wouldn't want to appear on national television talking about their faith and what they are doing to make the world a better place. So through initiatives like these ones, I believe everyone will get involved, and then even through, for us, how we are doing it is through the charity visit, because everyone in university who is part of our university and even outside our university is encouraged to be part of the charity visit. And it is not just about going there and taking charity visits and taking charity items, but we also get to play with the children and tour around. So the joy that comes with that is helping us to bring more people on board and learn about how to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Yes, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have YouTube, and these are all avenues that we can use as face influencers to influence these other people that are not aware of this. And we are moving towards this. For example, we are looking at developing a website that we can keep on using to influence the youth. I am telling you, sister, that the truth is that we have not reached deep into a number of youth. A few people, if you are the ones that know that there is this, but we are looking at reaching out to every youth using these social media platforms. We are looking at visiting them physically and discussing about these issues and form teams in different universities, different secondary schools in Uganda, so that these people can grow knowing about the initiative. And that is one way of how we can influence on the faith of the youth today.
Thank you very much. You just mentioned about social media. Yeah. When the Pope even came up with this idea to evangelize through the means of social media, digital media, because that is where we find the young people today. So we want us to even use this more. And that is what Pakistan is even stressing again, that we need to go on social media to evangelize. Let us use the means we have at the system to evangelize others. So thank you very much that you are also taking that initiative on in Uganda. I will also encourage you that whatever you are doing, whatever project you are doing, just let us know so that we can all help you to publicize it. Okay? So that many other youth from other countries that can also learn from you and also emulate the good thing that you are doing. So I thank you very much for coming to this program, and we have really enjoyed your discussions and been enlightened, and I believe that many other people will also be enlightened by your
Oh yeah.
discussion. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, good sister.
Lucy, do you say anything you want to tell us?
I wanted to say something first.
Okay, let's Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy had given a deliberation about the influence they are making in her cohort. Had not spoken about it, and us, as the country whereby we cannot hide away that the fact that Uganda has high levels of corruption and so on, and also other acts that do not conform to the Christian life. And so we encouraged the very members who take part in the cohorts of Building Bridges initiative to take up the leadership positions in the guild government so that they can be examples and say no to the bad things and make influence even in leadership at the university level. And maybe they can be example to other people that even when they are out there for political positions, they may not look at money as the only thing, but they reflect on their success as the guild when they didn't practice their corruption and then be in position to make a better Uganda hereafter. And then also it has, for each and every member of the cohort, has been encouraged to actively play his roles in the chapel as a leader, whereby we have choir leaders and so on. Okay, what I'm trying to mean is that they have leadership positions in order to get a platform to communicate to many youth, other than having someone without a leadership position and then shy away to speak to youth. And I'm sure that besides the few people who are selected and have literally been quoted as faith influencers, I think all the people in our cohort are faith influencers actually because they are doing the work so well, and we hope for a better Uganda. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for I would say your encouraging words to not only to your friends in Uganda but to your friends in other parts of Africa. Thank you very much. They will be listening to you. They will all listen to you and they will follow what you say. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I think you have done well. We'd like to congratulate you for your good positions and talking passionately from the heart. Thank you very much. Okay? Any other suggestions that you want to suggest to pattern? All right. Thank you very much. So, dear friends in Christ, our brothers and sisters, we have been listening to the voices of young people from Uganda. They have been discussing with us about their challenge of economic migration, and now they will solve the challenge of continuous seeking asylum in Europe, North America, and other places among young people, not only in Uganda but in Africa. So on. So we look forward to great things that these young people will do for God, the church, and the society at large. Thank you for being a part of this conversation, brothers and sisters. Until next episode, when we bring you a fresh perspective from African Catholic voices, especially the voices of young African Catholics who are fighting against all kinds of challenges and saying no to all forms of darkness and creating new pathways. And these are the new signs of hope that will bring them to where God wants them to be. So, it's a collective effort to build a continent where our young people can dream and dream tall and achieve their goals in life. So we see you next time. Until then, remember that you are the church of now, and as such, embrace your role as the presence and the future of the Catholic Church by building bridges of faith across Africa in the entire universe. Build strong relationship with God and your community. Take good care of our common heritage. Say it again, take good care of our common heritage, the planet Earth. See you next time. Bye.